Hey, you found the G spot, the wrestling G spot. That is, my name is Guersan, and I'll recap for you the WWE news for the past couple days. First off, if you haven't watched Raw from last week, you gotta go check it out, either from the WWE's YouTube or the website. The Braun Strowman Elias segment was great. I love when they do these things with Strowman. He's supposed to be a big guy, but he has quite a comedic side. And that segment was just pure gold. It was really well done. Doesn't affect his badass gimmick, and it was pretty funny. I love that old segment. As far as the news for the previous week, or the previous couple of days, I should say. First off, they announced that Ronda Rousey will be at the Elimination Chamber to sign her contract. Obviously, they're not going to have her have a match right away. I'm pretty sure her first match will probably be at WrestleMania. More on that later. Also, they announced that the dual pay-per-view are not going to be happening anymore. Following WrestleMania, it's going to be dual brand pay-per-view. There won't be Raw only and SmackDown only pay-per-views. It's only going to be pay-per-views with both of them. It's not going to be like Survivor Series where they face up against each other. It's going to be Raw matches and SmackDown matches, but still they're going to be on the same pay-per-view. So I'm guessing some of the lower card players or superstars are not going to be happy about that, but for us it means we're probably going to have much more good matches on the pay-per-views, so I'm pretty happy about that. Speaking of pay-per-views, the people were asking what are the plans for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. He doesn't have a match, and it's pretty much up in the air right now. They don't really know what they're going to be doing with Seth Rollins. It depends on where the dominoes are going to fall in place. A lot has to do with Ronda Rousey, but in this case, he might have a match for the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz, because what they're trying to go right now, from what I hear, is to have a match Miz against Rollins, or maybe Miz against Strowman, which is what's currently planned right now, Miz against Strowman. But if Strowman is used for something else, then it becomes Rollins against Miz. Also, a rumor that popped up a couple days ago is that DDP Diamond Dallas Page is coming to Raw. We have no idea in what fashion. Probably not going to be as a wrestler, because even though he's in the best shape of his life, his wrestling days are long behind him. So he might be as a personality on air, and it could be just a one-time thing as well. Could be making an announcement, could be a plug for his DDP Yoga. We don't know. There's just a strong rumor that he's going to be on Raw soon. Another big news that came out this week, Dolph Ziggler signed a new contract, and it's what's being called a sweetheart deal contract. The value of the contract, as reported, is $1.5 million per year, which is quite a lot for a wrestler. And he also gets time off to do special projects, like he does a lot of stand-up, so he gets time off to do these things, and also he gets to quit after his match. So once he's done with his match, he can leave the house show, the house show or the TV show, and he doesn't have to stay. Again, this is all rumored. They haven't announced anything else that he signed a new contract, but that's what's being reported that is included in that contract. Now for the Ronda WrestleMania match, there's actually two options for them right now. First is have a match Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon. The other option is Stephanie McMahon and Triple H teaming up against Ronda Rousey and a partner. Now, the main name they have on there is to have The Rock as her partner. Although The Rock is really busy and he might actually not even get medically cleared to wrestle. So if that doesn't work out and that he can do it, the other four choices they have is Strowman, Angle, Shane, and Rollins. Strowman would be nice. I was saying earlier that one thing that could affect the Strowman Miz plan. Angle you could see work out. Shane, I don't really see how they could do that, because Shane is part of SmackDown, So other than having a story that he wants to get at his sister, it doesn't really make sense to be there unless they plan to switch Rousey to SmackDown afterward. Maybe. Rollins, I see that. Well, Rollins obviously has his fair share of issues with Triple H and Stephanie, so that's probably where they would go for that. But I'm guessing that would probably, at the point that they would be doing a Rollins and Ronda versus Triple H and Steph, it's probably because they really have no other plan for Rollins at this point. So maybe we're going to see that, maybe not. I don't know. Other news, Rich Swann and WWE parted ways, which means he's no longer under contract with WWE. He was already suspended indefinitely a while ago when he was arrested for domestic abuse and kidnapping his wife. The charges were dropped. So he was cleared out of that, so people expected him to come back. We don't know if he asked for the release or if WWE decided to release him. Either way, his image was pretty much tarnished with those accusations, because, I mean, even if the charges were dropped, it happened. So I'm guessing it's probably the WWE that wanted to get rid of him, so they just agreed that he would not return. Either way, he's out. So we're not going to see Rich Swann again. Also, Stephanie, in an interview, answered some of the question about the WWE being for sale. While it's not actively being shopped around to be sold, she did confirm that it's something that they thought about. Would be like for a big media or tech company like Fox or Disney. It could be a good deal for them. Obviously, it's not going to happen right now, but it's not something that they have shut down the door for. So who knows? They may sell. I mean, UFC made a hell of a lot of money when it sold. Other than that, they announced that they cut. Well, they didn't announce, but they posted the calendar of the upcoming pay-per-view, and it basically confirmed that 2 pay-per-views were cut. They were Payback on May 17th. And Battleground on September 17th, which was actually replaced by the Hell in a Cell, whose date was not replaced. So Battleground and Payback are gone. They pretty much add to No Mercy that was already been cancelled. So that's 3 pay-per-views that are gone. I don't know if it's just that there's not going to be any other pay-per-view to replace them. I'm guessing it's probably due to the fact that since now all pay-per-views are going to be dual brand, they're going to have 12 pay-per-views per year, 1 per month, and that's it. As of right now, I think there was like 14. So sometimes you would have a dual brand pay-per-view, and then like 3 weeks after, you'd have a single brand one. So that's probably why they got rid of a few, cut down of expenses. Other news, Ivory was inducted or will be inducted in the class of 2008 of the Hall of Fame. Way overdue, well deserved. Happy to see that. And also they announced today that Jeff Jarrett is going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame as well. That one came in as a shocker for many people, myself included, because his relationship with the WWE wasn't always great. I mean, he was part of the competition for a long time and it didn't really leave on good terms, although it was reported that last summer he went into rehab sponsored by WWE, so I guess that they went back on good terms, and that's probably why he's being inducted in the Hall of Fame. And finally, 2 things have been announced. Well, actually 3 things have been announced for today's Raw. First off is we're probably going to see the setup for a feud between Cesaro and Sheamus and the Revival. Probably not a match today, but they're probably going to start to set it up. So that happens in the near future. There's also going to be a Raw tag team match between Bayley, Mickie James, Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. That is going to happen tonight. And the final thing that's going to happen is a gauntlet match with the Elimination Chamber candidates, which is going to be The Miz, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Braun Strowman, Elias, and Finn Balor. So it should be a pretty good Raw tonight. So again, this was the first edition of the G-Spot. Hopefully you guys liked it. I'll be sure to make those as they go, probably once or twice a week, like I said. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, leave a like. If you have a comment, leave it. And if you're not already a sub on my channel, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. See you guys. Ciao.